What's up, guys? Oh, wait, hold on. Been a while since we've done a longer YouTube video, but I think we have a worthy topic today. Over the last few years, one thing I've definitely seen declining in my game personally is distance and control over distance drivers. Playing primarily in the woods, I've been much more concerned with angle control and controlling slower discs. But after moving to a much more open area with much more open courses, I've noticed distance rear its head as an obvious problem and weakness in my game. So I was doing some field work a while back on distance, and I noticed in particular this Domi Ibeland Pharaoh getting a ton of distance for me. So naturally, I went online to go order a couple more backups, but they were out of stock. So I did what any logical disc golfer would do, and I ordered a few new Emperors. Yeah. I've been going back and forth with a similar stack of Pharaohs and a stack of Emperors in the bag, and today I'm going to take them all out to the field and decide what's the best combination for me. So we're going to head over to the field, switch over to the $20 wireless Amazon mic, like and subscribe for impeccable audio quality, and we're going to settle the Emperor versus Pharaoh debate for the end of time, or at least like today. All right, here we are at the field, $20 Amazon microphone. Going to warm up a little bit and throw some tombs. Just remember, kids, before you throw distance drivers really hard, it's a great idea to stretch out, throw some putters. Otherwise, your elbow will hurt. You'll have to buy a sleeve. You'll go to the disc golf course and be like that guy with an arm sleeve on. None of this from experience, by the way. So, a couple tombs. We're just going to warm up a little bit. Nice and straight. Go buy a tomb, by the way. Little harder. God, tombs are so good, guys. Holy crap. All right, next step up, we're going to throw some chariot. That's more like it. Oh, that's so good. Little turned, good power, good finish. Nice. All right, so I just relasered, and that pole out there in the middle with the tree coming out of it is 362 feet away. I'm just gonna go and compare my understable, straight, and overstable Emperors and Pharaohs. I carry 4 in the bag. These are the understable versions of each. I blend for each of them. Let's see how they fly. Good flip over. Coming back now, it's gonna hit the pole. Oh, I didn't get to see how far it would have gone. Oh, okay. Never mind. Take that out. For the straight Emperors, I have a Domi, kind of lightweight, swirly Garrett Girthy run, and a pretty Domi concrete run as well. For the Pharaohs, I keep 2, like 170-ish, just S-blends. Wow, the thing's more stable than I thought it was. That's just pure hyzer. Little turned. I don't hate it, though. God, thing's overstable too. Okay, so the Emperors are definitely more stable than I remember them being. Both of those were just kind of pure hyzer, even a little forced over on the concrete, and it flexed back and finished left. Give the Pharaohs a try now. A lot less stable than the Emperors. Flipped up a flat, works a little right. Good finish back left. For the overstable versions, I have a swirly S-blend Pharaoh. These are always so overstable for some reason. And then my original tester Splatter Star Emperor, this has always just held a really good stability for me, max weight. I actually flipped up a little bit and held straight. Good solid finish with a skip at the end. A little higher, a little more hyzer. You can see it just hold. Big hyzer finish. Still got the same amount of distance though. All right, just went and picked all those up. Surprisingly, the concrete Emperor went the farthest that I turned over a little bit. I thought the Pharaohs on a little bit of that hyzer flip line could get a little bit more distance. I do want to throw the eye blends again because that throw was redacted, so we got to give it another chance. I'm probably just going to run through all of these again, just get a better feel for them. Nice flip up to flat. Got past the pole this time. Oh wow, that got some distance off the skip. That's far. Much better release for that one. Get that turnover. That has to be going farther than Emperor, right? Straight hyzer again. I'm weak. Big skip. Let's go see distances. All right, I've thrown these twice now. I just got annihilated by fire ants, and I want to give a little bit of thoughts on each. The overstable ones really flew similarly. I was surprised that the Pharaoh flipped up as much as it did and held straight. The swirly S-blends are usually really overstable. This one has been in and out of the bag for a while though, so a good amount of wear, but these are really similar flyers to me. On the straight options, the Pharaoh flies similar to the I-blend Emperor. They will flip up and work right a little bit before consistently finishing back left, whereas the Emperors are kind of punking me today. Those are just wanting to stay on hyzer, still get a good amount of distance. I mean, the grouping of all the discs was pretty tight. The I-blend Emperor actually went the farthest by a few feet, but these are really doing that on pure hyzer, not as workable as the Pharaohs. Then on the understable end, the I-blend Pharaoh, I just can't get a good release with it yet, and this is the reason I took the Pharaohs out of the bag originally. The Emperors just have that little bit of a smaller rim. It's a little bit more comfortable and easier for me to control, especially on the understable side. But I'm going to throw them all. Third time's the charm for the I-blend Pharaoh, and we'll wrap up after that. Overturned that one this time. Just didn't put enough hyzer on it. Still fought out though. That's really surprising that it still fought out to where it could skip and push forward. There we go. He's done it. Ladies and gentlemen, he's done it. Working over the right, finishing back left. Now, I don't really know if that went farther than the Emperor did though. I love the flight of that thing, man. Just pops up to flat, rides to the right a little bit. Good distance out of it. That was probably my best throw today. Finally got that thing at least flat, but it is not turning right. Hyzer machine. Still went a long way though. Again, man, that is such a good flight. Flips up to flat. Good, reliable finish at the end. Little nose up. That one did flip up a bit. Such a big finish out of that thing though. A little shorter, but not much. All right, I just went and picked all these up. A pretty tight grouping again. The I-blend Pharaoh was the farthest, basically right on 450, which is a number I've wanted to hit again for a while. My distance has been lacking for the past little bit, so putting a good amount of work in there. It's good to see that pay off. Unfortunately, I'm not sure I'm any closer to an answer on what I want to bag though. These are all so good, so I'm gonna go get a Gatorade, some snacks, get these fire ants off me, and see you in the future.
What's up, guys? Just got back from the field. I did want to talk about the differences between the Emperor and the Pharaoh for those that may not be as familiar. So the Emperor is really at its core a destroyer clone. It's going to be very similar to a destroyer or really any other 12-speed distance driver from other manufacturers that were modeled after the destroyer. So like the DD3, the Raider, Zeus, that kind of thing. You can see the main difference between the two is going to be the width of the rim. So this is a 12-speed and then the Pharaoh is a 13-speed. It's going to be more similar to something like a Shrike, a little bit more understable and a little bit faster. So the main difference there is the rim width. And for me, that's the hard part of choosing between the two. So the Emperor feels a lot more comfortable in my hand. I feel a lot better and more confident with this 12-speed rim versus the larger 13-speed rim. But the Pharaoh, the flight path I was getting out there is so much more desirable in my mind than a lot of the Emperor flights I was getting. A lot more forgiving. If you miss your angle, put a little too much hyzer. A lot of my Pharaohs at the end of the day still want to hold straight and have just that gentle finish to the left, where if I put too much hyzer on a lot of my Emperors, they're going to dump left. They're not going to really do anything else. So for me in my bag, I think I am going to go back to the Pharaoh. That flip up to flat flight path with a little bit of turn is just so pretty and so much more workable and fun to throw, especially being much more forgiving as well. I am not a great disc golfer. I miss my angles a lot of the time, so the forgiveness that the Pharaoh has really comes in handy for me. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I'm still very much in between these two. Just watch my in the bag whenever it comes out, probably in a month or so. It'll probably be different. I know the first comment I'm going to get is, why don't you just keep one of both in there, just kind of mix and match between the two? I'm dumb and I really like mold minimalism. I like finding a mold that can cover all the slots, and I think with the overstable swirly S blends, the straight S blends, and the understable I blend Pharaohs, I really have all my shots covered there. But again, it'll probably change in like a week. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, I don't say this a lot, but please subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. I am a little behind. I was planning on doing a 500 sub giveaway and I hit 500 subs a lot faster than I thought I would. I've got to get that video out, be on the lookout for some giveaways, and I really do appreciate the support, guys. Make sure you keep using the discount code. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see y'all in the next one.